What's good, YouTube? It is your boy Make America Lit, back with another NBA 2K24 video. And in today's video, I have another episode of Rare Builds for you guys. As you can see on your screen, today's episode, we are creating a two-way perimeter playmaker. Now, with that being said, let's jump into the build. Now, obviously, you make this build at any position, point guard, shooting guard, small forward, power forward, whatever. I'm choosing to make this build at the small forward position. And then, of course, height, weight, and wingspan is totally up to your discretion. You can choose or tweak this however much you like. I went 6'7", 220 pounds at a 7-foot wingspan. You don't have to go with this height or weight or wingspan. You can go with whatever you choose based on how you choose to tweak your attributes and build. And then finally, these are the attributes I went with. I went with a 71 close shot, 80 driving layup, and a 75 driving dunk. Now, I went with a 71 close shot because I did want to pick up a couple of these badges like fast twitch and masher, which the fast twitch I really was the main concern about because, you know, it helps you with going up with those layups, and we all know how deadly layups are in this game. 80 driving layup, I try to reach that 80 threshold. If I can't get around to an 87, 88, or a 91, try to get around an 80 to an 84, sometimes even a 77, depending on what I'm doing for the build, how I'm tweaking the build, what the strengths and weaknesses are for the build. But an 80 layup is going to get you pretty much all of these badges on gold as far as layup badges. Is also going to get you Hall of Fame Pro Touch, and that badge goes really hard with your layups, with how layups are in this game. So, I'm not mad at that. We also have a 75 driving dunk. Now, if you don't care too much about driving or having a driving dunk, you can drop this driving dunk to like a 60 and throw the rest onto standing dunk and somewhere else and make your build just a little bit more versatile. But I wanted to have a little bit of driving dunk so I could dunk in traffic and catch alley-oops on this build. But that's just me. Moving on to the shooting, we do have an 80 mid-range and an 83 3-ball, and that's going to give us access to a lot of, shooting badges on silver. Only badge that we aren't going to have is limitless range, and that's perfectly fine. We just need enough of a 3-ball, enough shooting to space the floor, which is going to be more than enough at an 83 3-ball. 75 free throw, and as you know, if you don't play rec or pro and 5v5, you could drop it. If you do, then you can keep it on. Totally up to you. For the playmaking, we went with a 96 pass, a 91 ball handle max, and a 75 speed with ball to unlock those dribble style animations. And then moving on to defense, we went with an 88 perimeter defense with an 80 steal, which is just going to pretty much guarantee that we're going to lock down the perimeter. We're not going to be getting cooked. We're not going to be a turnstile. Dudes aren't going to just be dribbling in front of us and dancing in front of us, for 20 seconds out of the shot clock. When you have an 80 steal and an 88 perimeter defense, you're going to be able to affect their shots and you're going to be able to reach on them, and that's, extremely important when it comes to this build. Now, the one thing I did overlook when making this build that I'm only just now realizing is that I didn't put any strength on this build. So we're not going to have clamps right here. I'm only just realizing this now as I'm recording this. So obviously we would probably, tweak something, maybe bring my free throw down, and then like maybe bring, our acceleration down or our vertical down. I would bring something down. Maybe like my vertical, I would bring the driving dunk down to a 70 or something like that. And then I would put that in so I could get, my strength up to get the, silver clamp. So I'm about to do that right now just so you guys can see. So you could bring your driving dunk down from a 75 to a 72, and then you could use that to put into your strength to get you silver clamps. That's just a little oversight that I didn't realize that I should have made, when I was making this build. Probably was too busy concerned with tweaking, the playmaking, the shooting, the finishing, and the defense. But definitely want to make sure that we have that silver clamps because that's going to make or break our build so we can play better defense on the perimeter. Rebounding, not too much concerned about that. And then obviously the physicals, the 80 speed, the 79 acceleration, the 50 strength that we now have to unlock silver clamps. 52 vertical, which is whatever. And then finally that 96 or 97 stamina to unlock gold handles for days, 94 feet, and you see gold workhorse as well too. And then of course when we create our build, you see that the shades of, you see Wally Zerbiak, you see Bojan Bogdanovic, and you also see Zach LaVine. And then of course our name still stays the same, even though we had to just make some minor tweaks at the end there, but we still have our build name, which is a two-way perimeter playmaker, which is quite a mouthful to say, pause, but It's one of the more rare names that I've seen as far as builds go. So there you have it. This is my two-way perimeter playmaker build for NBA 2K24. It's been your boy Make America Lit. Please be sure to drop a like, comment, and subscribe for more NBA 2K24 content. And of course, more rare builds like this. I'm out, y'all. Peace.